If any content creator got as large as I was, and there was as many people cutting up their videos as they were mine, and those people had a negative agenda, we could make Mickey Mouse look evil. You could make anyone look bad. I'm not saying I haven't given them ammo. Of course, there's been the odd clip that made it easy for them. I'm saying if their intentions were to be as provocative and negative as possible, it can be done to anybody. And that's why now I need to take a break from all the podcasts I've been invited on, especially since I've been banned. I've been invited on the largest platforms in the world. I've had 100,000 emails of support. All the media channels want to talk to me. And I'm sitting here thinking, I need to make sure I'm not misunderstood. And I have to really be careful about how I do that while not backing down on my messaging, while still championing the things I champion, still believing in myself, but making sure I'm not misunderstood. And although I think on the internet I am...
That's incredibly difficult now. And it makes the conversation disingenuous. Tristan said that before he came on my stream last week. He was trying to see my questions beforehand and trying to think past it. And I even saw it, the conversation we had on stream is completely different from a conversation that we have one-on-one. Because not only is he answering my question, but he's thinking about the millions and millions of people that are going to hear every single word he says and are waiting to twist it and turn it against him. So he can't fully just answer my questions as if we're just sitting talking. Millions, the world is listening right now. How do I navigate around that? It's a task that most people are never going to be equipped to handle. But the more you do it, the easier it gets.
One of the most respected oratists that exist. I now need to once again improve myself and improve my skills and prevent anybody being able to take me out of context. I might have to form a new way for sentences to be constructed. But if that's what it takes, that's what I intend to do. Because with great influence comes absolutely and utterly great responsibility. And I do understand that. And I will blame myself for the fact that people have managed to do this to me, regardless of the fact that I did not want it to happen. So let me give a quick example of this. Before I continue, I want to say that I often speak to the absolute beauty of women. I have a very healthy relationship with my mother. I have women around me who truly and utterly love me. I have very healthy relationships with females. I have no criminal charges for crimes against females. Nobody has come forward and accused me of sexual misconduct. Please understand, we'll go into the Romanian house raid shortly. But most people in my position of fame have had women come forward and say he raped me. I'm the most famous man on the planet. There's not a single female whose face you can name or whose face you can picture that's come forward and said I've raped her. Not a single female has come forward saying I've hurt her. Not one. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends.
Listen, hey, stupid bitch. I didn't say the word.
Dumbest thing ever. And the fact that bots thought that this was actually violence are just really stupid. And if you thought that this was actually him beating, did you see the video of Tate beating up a girl? You fucking idiot. You clearly haven't got pussy before if you think that this is the R word. Are you joking? She's in lingerie and someone's recording it. Why would someone record this if it was R word? They're not dumb enough to do that. And two, why is she in lingerie? This is dominant and submissive. That's sex, stupid. You know pussy getting ass is like, did you see that video on Twitter? Get offline. Stop watching OF and Believe in Twitter and talk to a girl. This is what girls like. Uh-oh, we're going to clip that out of context. A lot of girls like that. A lot of girls want to be controlled. A lot of girls want to be manhandled. That's the truth. If you really break it down, this is what a lot of girls... But if you say it in these words, if you say it clearly, people get offended because they think, I'm not property. You can't blindly explain it because so many bots are just going to take it out of context and they don't understand it. But that's the nature between men and women. Dominant and submissive.
Did I say listen?
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released
Did you see that video of Tate hitting a girl? There you go, fucking idiot.
recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw on the video, it's just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone. Unless he's fighting.
He's probably making her say that. He's probably holding a gun behind her head. No, she's smiling and happy. If you think that that was violence, then you can never use the word incel on people like me again. How the really? Really? If that's violence, then man, yo, your bedroom life it's probably pretty boring.
The left understand that kink shaming is a negative thing, from my understanding. She has come forward and said that it was all just a game. And still that video is being used and sent around the internet saying I'm a woman beater. If I said it was a game and she said it was a game, who are other people to then comment on our lives, our private lives, which got leaked, and tell
The hypocrisy of the left to talk about being all loving, love wins, don't kink shame, everyone's accepted, and then immediately there's somebody that they don't like, and what do? Make fun of, he's bald, I'm gonna peg him, you're a woman, you beat a woman, they use all the same tactics that they go and march for on somebody they don't agree with. It makes no sense. The liberal woke mob is not trying to be inclusive, they just want to push their agenda.
tell us it's not a game. It was between two consenting adults, and we decided to do something ourselves, and we both agreed it was fine, and she has not come forward trying to accuse me of anything. So who are others to do that? That's just kink shaming, which that's all it is. So no women are accusing me of anything. No women are accusing me of misconduct. I champion women all the time. I say about how they should be protected, how beautiful they are, how much I love my grandmother because of the amount of children she had.
My grandmother had 9 children because there was my father and 8 more.
Shout out to Fresh and Fit.
They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a room, a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah, that nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful.
I talk about how women are unique and special and they can do things that men can't do.
You know what they won't clip up? That part. And they won't clip up the part when I say that a woman's role is just as important as a man's role when it comes to raising family and existing in the world. A mother is just as important as a CEO. They don't want to hear that. They'll insist that I'm a misogynist, I'm problematic, toxic, incel, but they won't listen to the part where I'm saying a woman's role as a mother is just as important as being the boss of a company.
And still these clips are taken out of context. Let me give you an example.
I absolutely not really love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman, if someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life to protect her. I believe that women are beautiful creatures. I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do certain things and men do certain things.
Now, I believe everything I said. I believe in protecting women. I believe in championing women. I believe in making sure that women are provided for. However, that video was made when I was far less famous. In light of the things I just said to you earlier in this video, I understand that now, as my fame grows, even though to me my message is very clear, a man has certain roles in society, a woman has certain roles in society, and when we work as a team, when we love each other, society is better as a whole. I think that these views are not very controversial at all. I think they were mainstream only a few years ago. I don't think that they're controversial. Most of the people I meet in the world don't think they're controversial. The women I hang around with don't think they're controversial. Nobody on the street I've ever met thinks they're controversial. Everybody agrees with me. However, the way I'm saying it, the way I'm getting the message across, because I'm trying to be as energetic as possible, I understand that a small, tiny percentage of people might misunderstand me. And that didn't matter when I didn't have any views. I didn't have any followers. But now I'm the most famous man in the world. I have to be a lot more careful with how I say it. But what's really worrying is this. That clip, I would like to think, even my biggest haters can agree, is a clip that is positive about women as a whole. Perhaps you may not like my tonality or the way I structured certain sentences, but as a whole, I'm saying positive things about women. At one point during that speech, I said women do certain things and men do certain things. That clip has been taken, that cut of my language, men do certain things, women do certain things, Somebody, I have no idea who, has made a TikTok where it says men do certain things, and it shows videos of me driving around in cars, spending money, and women do certain things, and it shows women cleaning.
Women do certain things and men do certain things.
Somebody off their own back, somebody else has made that video. I didn't tell them to. I don't know who they are. I don't know what their account is.
But he's responsible for it.
It's just viral on the internet somewhere. And now I look like I'm saying women should only clean and men should only run around with cars and women and money. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I said that women should be protected and provided for. But because a small clip was taken out of context and used against me and weaponized, now I look like I've said things I did not say. And no matter how positive my message about women, if the intention is to try and make me look bad, even with a clip like that, they found a way to make me look bad. That's the scary thing. That's why I've titled this video My Final Message, because I don't know, even with my entire brain, I don't know with my...
Chad, are you laughing because KSI just deleted the tweet I was talking about? For reference, KSI tweeted, "Thank God Andrew Tate was banned," and it looks like he just deleted it. Was it during the stream? That's a little bit funny. Stick to your word, man. Thought you were just an entertainer.
With all of my genius intellect, if I can find a way for nothing to be used against me, it's extremely difficult. One line out of context has made me look bad, and millions of people saw that, and people didn't see the long format video, and they've deduced that I hate women and that women should only clean, when really I was trying to stick up for and protect women and give my true views on women. And this comes full circle to the Instagram ban. I am very understanding of why Instagram felt like it was necessary to ban me. I am not mad at Instagram. I'm a professional, and as a professional, I'm not an emotional person. I do not do emotional responses. Although I believe it's unfair, although I believe I've been unfairly vilified, although I believe it's not the right thing to do because it doesn't allow me to shift the public consciousness in a constructive manner, although I think it would have been better for them to say, "Andrew, certain things are being taken out of context. You need to be careful that doesn't happen. A lot of people listen to you."
Isn't it funny how KSI deleting a tweet that said, "Thank God Andrew Tate was banned," is a perfect example of the analogy Andrew was making, how people will just make negative videos about him, not because they actually believe it, but because people will make negative tweets and people will say negative things about you if it's trendy. It's the perfect example of the clout chasing nature of social media. KSI tweeted, "Thank God Andrew Tate was banned," and deleted it once he started getting negative backlash. But the reason he tweeted it in the first place was to get likes and retweets. So most of these people, most of these influencers, I'm trying to tell you, they don't speak with any conviction at all. It's just purely for entertainment. I'm trying to entertain too. I am an entertainer as well, but I seek it through truth. Seek truth through funny. It's a perfect example. You tweet it because you know it's going to go viral, and then you delete it when you get backlash. That's not being a man of conviction. That's not speaking from the heart. That's speaking for clout and for likes and for retweets. And that's why social media has gotten twisted. And I want you to hold me accountable to that, Chad. If you see me do some fuck shit like that, call me out on that too.
And I could have become a champion for women's rights. I am not emotional. I understand why they did it, because that's a perfect example of how people are desperate to try and make the things I say look worse than they are, and using social media platforms to purport negative views of women. And it doesn't matter if it's a negative view of a woman, negative view of men, negative view of a sexuality. It doesn't matter what it is. It should be stopped. I agree with that. And Instagram or Meta have a responsibility to show that they are listening to the public. They want to show that they are listening. I have some good people on the case, and dialogue with Instagram I would like to open, and we'll proceed as God sees fit. If God believes that I do not need an Instagram page, then I will not have one. If God believes that I do, then I shall. This is not just about Instagram. This is just me saying to Instagram that I totally understand. I just wanted to make it clear that I didn't want these things to be said. That clip of the cleaning and me being taken out of context has no benefit for me. Everyone dislikes me on the internet. Certain people watch it and know it's not true. The ones who've watched the longer format stuff of my videos and they're fans of mine, fine. So certain people remain neutral because they know it's false. But people who don't then dislike me. My family gets death threats. I get death threats. Hate is spread online. Like, there's no benefit for me. If I could stop that happening, I absolutely would, which is why I want to adjust my messaging and adjust the way I talk. I don't want that to happen. That doesn't help me. I would love for that to never happen. And Instagram think the way for that to stop happening is to ban me. I agree it should stop happening, but I don't think banning me is the answer. Because there will always be someone else. And there will be a new hate mob and new out of context videos. And this is a problem which is larger than Andrew Tate. This is an internet problem. This is a problem.
Listen up now. There's 22,000 people watching. I'm next. Tristan said he's going to pass the torch to me. I have to spread this message now that they're banned. They are going to try to ban me next. They are actively trying to. They put a strike on my channel last season for nudity when I was doing push-ups with the shirt on and pants on. I got a nudity strike and I wasn't able to stream for a week. Only I got it off because I appealed it. They are actively trying to silence me. I'm shadow banned on Instagram. I just got the @Sneako, by the way. So go follow me on other platforms. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you fuck with the message, @TheSneako on Twitter, @Sneako on Instagram. You can find, I'm going to find another platform to go to when they do inevitably ban me. But pay attention now, because now that they're banned, I'm next. They will try to cancel me more. They will try to clip up my words out of context. They will try to make me look bad. Remember this moment. Remember this right now. It's predictable. These bots are very predictable. They're miserable, they're sad, their lives aren't great, mental health is declining because of social media, and as a result, instead of getting mad at the people who made them upset, they get mad at the people trying to expose the truth. They kill the messenger instead of try to figure out why they even believe that in the first place.
That's it.
Your job?